that's how you make an entrance. Or is it an exit? Well, anyway, it's so wonderful to see you three. To what do I owe the pleasure?
Well, Goldie, we were hoping you could tell us about the feud with the apples and the pears.
Oh dear. Well, does Granny Smith know you're here?
No, ma'am. But I ran into Grandpa yesterday, and he was real nice. Maybe the feud was a misunderstanding or something, and we can fix it?
Well, I don't know about that, little one, but if it's a story you're after, I suppose you have a right to know. And let's see, I've got a stack of books here someplace. Oh, Happy Family History, Volume 137. Here we are. Feud with the bears. Pears. My eyes ain't what they used to be. A long time ago, Sweet Apple Acres wasn't the only farm in Ponyville. In fact, there was another one just right next door.
Come and get your apples. Nothing sweeter than biting into a crisp apple on a beautiful fall day.
Unless, of course, you could bite into a juicy pear.
Please, pears are just what happens when you ain't no good at farming apples.
Pears are nature's candy. Apples are sour, like the expression on your face right now.
And so it went. The Granny and Grandpa were always at each other. Who was the best farmer? Who took better care of their trees? If Granny read to her trees at night?
And then the little tree reached its branches up to the moon, and the moon said, "Good night."
Why, then Grandpa had special blankets made for his trees so they wouldn't get cold.
Good night, trees. I've got you covered.
In fact, all the apples and the pears were rivals to the core. The only apple and pear who ever got along were Bright Macintosh and Pear Butter.
Psst. I'm not supposed to talk to you.
I'm not supposed to talk to you either.
My mom says if you hold a buttercup under your chin, it'll make your chin glow. But it doesn't work on me. See?
Does it work on me?
It sure does, Buttercup.
Buttercup. I like that name.
Wait an apple-picking minute. Bright Mac and Buttercup, those are our parents' names.
Of course, Buttercup was just a nickname your father gave your mother, Pear Butter. Well, that was her given name.
Are you saying our mother was a pear?
So we are half pear?
I can't believe it. How did we not know?
Well, no pony called your mother Pear Butter. And her cutie mark was a preserved job, but Pear Butter don't look too much different from apple butter, so no clues there.
Is there anything else you can tell us about them?
I know they loved each other very much. They had that magical, star-kissed, other side of a rainbow kind of love. You couldn't be around them too long and not feel a little bit lighter than air yourself.
Anything else?
I'd need volume 138 for that. I'm sure I could wrangle it in a couple of days.
That's all right, Goldie. It was nice just to hear it.
I just remembered something. Your dad and his buddy Burnt Oak would get in all kinds of trouble together as colts.
Burnt Oak? The firewood sales pony? I haven't seen him in ages.
He and your dad were thick as thieves back in the day. Y'all should talk to him. Now that's how you make an entrance.
Well, if it isn't the apples, what can I do for you? I know you're not here for firewood. You got more trees than any pony in Ponyville.
You're right. We're not here for that.
Come to ask about your dad?
Yup.
Well, I wondered if you might. Hoped you would. It's nice to talk about 'em. We had a lot of laughs. In fact, this one time, we were racing to see who could till the fastest, and Bright Mac was leading me in the dust. He would have won, too, if he wasn't so distracted.
What did you do?
I'm not sure.
She didn't do it, sir.
Excuse me?
The water silo. It was my fault.
Well, you owe me a new silo, boy. And you come with me. No daughter of mine is going to make goo-goo eyes at an apple.
Grandpa never would have known it was your father's fault. But there was no way he'd let your mother take the blame for something he did.
So Dad was super honest. Apple doesn't fall far from the tree, huh, Applejack?
Your dad worked the apple farm all day and then headed over to the pears on his breaks to fix the water silo. I didn't see him for weeks. Not that he minded. Gave him a chance to get to know your mom.
Did you know our mom, too?
Buttercup was a real peach of a pear. But if you want to know more about her, you should ask Mrs. Cake.
Mrs. Cake?
She and your mom were inseparable when they were fillies.
Then let's go. Thanks, Burnt Oak.
Would it be okay if we stopped by again sometime to hear more stories? I'd like that very much.
Mom, I'm home.
Well, cinnamon sugar on toast. All three Apple siblings. Hi, Mrs. Cake. We heard you and our ma used to be real good friends, and we were hoping you could tell us a bit about her. Oh, I would love to. I never knew the right time to bring it up, but I'm so glad you came. For starters, did you all know that it was your mom who convinced me to pursue baking?
But isn't your name Mrs. Cake?
Not always. Back when I was Chiffon Swirl, I had no idea what I was supposed to do. But one day, your mom brought me some candied pears, eggs, flour, sugar, and vanilla, and told me to just be creative. Next thing I knew, I was whipping up pear upside down cake, and I got my cutie mark. It was like she knew what I was supposed to do long before I did. Just like you, Sugar Cube. Or rather, you're just like her. That was the first of many cakes for me, and Buttercup was with me through it all. She'd be my taste tester, help with the decorating,
Oh, there's your cube.
and prep new ingredients. Over the years, I perfected my recipes. Your mom did so much for me. One day, I wanted to surprise her with a cake.
George!
Oh, it's just you. Sorry. I just brought you a little something to say thank you. But I see you're busy. Promise you won't say anything?
Oh, no. Oh, shoot.
What in tarnation are you doing, Brat Mac? We do not fraternize with pears! Tooey! You and Bright Mac? Oh, I wouldn't believe it if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes. Your families hate each other.
I can't help it. We just sort of happened.
Then Pear Butter
Hello?
told me the sweetest love story I
Butter.
have ever heard.
Happy 131,456-hour anniversary, darling.
What? That's way longer than we've been together.
I know, but it's the anniversary of the first time I called you Buttercup.
Benno. Гэртээ лээж гин.
Маргааш яах гэж байна?
Маргааш саун дээр ороод та намайг саунаас аваад.
Бэнэ.
Бэн.
Юу нэ?
Маргааш та яг намайг саунаас авна.
Юу нэ сонсох тухай намайг гайтгаар.
Маргааш та яг намайг саунаас авна.
Ханаас авна?
Саавн.
Та?
Саавн.
Юу?
Саавн.
Сауна.
Саавн.
Бэнэ. Аав бүр өглөө их очиод авна шүү дээ.
Зэ.
Бүр өглөө ихт шүү. 7 цагт.
Яагаад?
Аав ойрхон хөдөө явж магадгүй.
Yay! Бид нар маргааш бас сургуулаараа хөдөө явна. Гэхдээ би яг тантай явмаар байсан.
За.
Гэхдээ ээж аавнууд авчрахгүй гэсэн.
Бүр миний хөөе пүүж куртэг өмсгөөс гадна халуун байвал нэмхэн хувц өмснө гэж бодоод хувцаааараа заа юм.
За.
Дулаан хувцас бас сэрүүн өмсөв халуун байвал нэмхэн хувц гэсэн үг шүү заа юм.
За.
Тэгээ өглөө аав нь 7 цаг гэхэд очиод аавч 7:30 гэхэд заа юм.
За.
За ойлгосноо.
За. Яна.
It's okay if you didn't get me anything.